Another shock jock going too far, getting himself yanked off the air. ESPN pulling Pittsburgh radio talk show host Mark Madden permanently off the air on Tuesday after he made this comment to open his sports call-in show last Wednesday regarding Senator Edward Kennedy. Madden said he was very disappointed to hear the senator was near death because of a brain tumor. He went on to say, quote, "I always hoped Senator Kennedy would live long enough to be assassinated, and I wonder if he will receive a get-well card from the Kopechne family." Chris Tonieri is covering this story for the Pittsburgh Tribune-Review, joins us now. So, Chris, apparently it took almost a full week for ESPN to come to this decision. Did they say why?
They did. Yeah, they did explain why. They said after looking at what happened last week, that was sort of the final straw. I asked specifically whether or not it was this comment alone or if it was the big picture. And ESPN said it was the big picture. There have been, he's a very controversial figure, and he says some mean things on the air. And apparently they grew tired of it.
Tell us a little more. I don't know if you can give us more specifics on this big picture, but for people who aren't familiar with this host and what his talk show's like and what kinds of things he talks about, what can you tell us?
Well, I can tell you that he takes aim often at Pittsburgh icons. You know, when you're talking about Pittsburgh, this is a town that loves its sports teams, particularly the Steelers, and especially right now, the Penguins. But he was never afraid to make fun of people like Hines Ward, Jerome Bettis, or even Myron Cope, the legendary sportscaster who died earlier this year.
Is it unusual for him to veer off course to get political like this?
Well, that really is the thing that is the most befuddling about the statement. Why he made that statement on a sports show is very confusing. I mean, he must not have been thinking. First of all, the statement was obviously unbelievably distasteful, so he wasn't thinking at that level. But why he would bring it up on a sports show where his target audience are young men who probably weren't even alive, maybe wouldn't even understand the reference, and it has nothing to do with what anyone wants to talk about. It's baffling. I
don't even
understand.
know about the Kopechne family, for that matter, and all those references. Has he offered any apology, or has he made any statement?
He has not made a statement. He did apologize on there that day, and I don't know. I guess that he had hoped that it would go away at that point, but he was on there the next day, which was Thursday, and then Friday he was off the air, and I think that's when people started realizing that something was going on.
Chris Tonieri, thanks so much for sharing your reporting with us. Appreciate it.
No problem.